Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Wrestlemania Dream Matches. Hopefully the show won't be free squash matches like it was last time, but should still be a cracker. We've got AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels, Cactus Jack, John Moxley, and The Rock versus Roman Reigns. And here we go, our opening match of the evening, AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels. This one was suggested by quite a lot of people. And, well, you know why, because it's a cracking match. It's a cracking match that I don't think we're ever going to see now, and even if we do see it now, I think it won't be anywhere near as good as we hope it's going to be. Obviously because Shawn has now been retired for quite some time. So he's not going to be able to put out the same quality match that we expect from him. It's a bit like The Undertaker. They should have done Undertaker Sting straight away. I don't know why they didn't. We all wanted Undertaker versus Sting. Undertaker versus Sting would have made massive, massive sales for WrestleMania. And instead they threw him in the ring against Triple H. Why? You had to do it as early as possible while those two guys were still in the best condition possible. And, yeah. I don't know, I've seen people moan at Triple H saying that he forced the hand and he wanted to have Sting's first WWE match and all that sort of stuff, but I don't know how much you believe about it. It's tricky, isn't it, really? But yeah, for me it was a big mistake, but yeah, this is a match that, I don't know, I mean, we've seen Shawn in the ring recently, but in obviously the shows over in Saudi Arabia and that, and to be honest, we've seen that he's not quite the man he was. So we'll never see this match in real life, but we can always imagine how great it would have been. And that's the wonders of in this game, I suppose. I mean, this game's never going to be the quality of the match that the real life would have, but we can still see some cool stuff out of this. Also tonight then, like I said, we've got John Moxley versus Cactus Jack in an Extreme Rules match. And the main event will be The Rock versus Roman Reigns. That is a match that very well may happen in the next couple of years. Is it 2 years from now we've got WrestleMania in Hollywood? And that, to me, seems like the one that I would expect to see Roman Reigns versus The Rock at. AJ now just wrenching away at the neck. Gets a boot in the head for his troubles, though, by Shawn Michaels, who then runs in with the crucifix bomb. Of course, we have seen Shawn quite a bit recently as part of our Dusty Classic, of course, with DX. As well as others as well. I mean, he's just a very solid wrestler, isn't he, in this universe mode. I don't think he's too far away from the top of the rankings as well. Of course, Triple H is right at the top now. Very sneakily crept up there. Shawn Michaels, I don't think is too far away. I'd have to have a look, to be honest, to see how close he is. But I don't think he's too far away. I mean, a win here would definitely help him out and move him up a little bit. AJ Styles is up there as well. He is currently in 21st position. Currently on a +4. A win here would move up to a +5. Put him equal the likes of The Undertaker and Seth Rollins and Tito Santana, the Intercontinental Champion. We've got a few people that are quite high up that we need to maybe bring down a little bit as well. As Shawn Michaels now looking to tune up the band. Of course, Shawn did get the win last night against Gargano in quick time. And then looking for the sweet chin music on AJ, but AJ able to avoid it. Shawn takes up into a backdrop. So yeah, this is an important match for both these guys. It really would help one of them get themselves a little bit higher up the rankings. And of course, Rock versus Reigns as well tonight. The Rock is currently up in 11th position in the rankings. A win would move up to 8th. I believe that Reigns is not too far behind as well. As Michaels dumping a boot on the back of the leg of AJ Styles and another big boot as well. Another big boot on the back of the arm. Shawn really working on that arm, and that's an interesting way to do it because it might be just weakening it down So it becomes a lot more difficult to hit that Styles Clash. But Shawn again to the top with a big elbow. And there is the pin for the 1-2. Only a 2 count. AJ Styles is in 21st. I said that, didn't I? Yeah. Who was it? I was looking for somebody else, wasn't I? Roman Reigns is in 27th position in the rankings at the moment. So yeah, everyone on this card tonight is quite high up at the moment. As Shawn Michaels now stalking AJ Styles. And flies through with a big shoulder tackle. Shawn Michaels taking AJ down. Shawn has dominated the majority of this match so far. But he needs to finish him off. That's what he needs to do. Michaels now rolling through AJ into the chin lock again. Look at my cat. So there's a cat down there. I don't know where my cats have disappeared to. Oh God. My dinner's coming back. I've got hiccups. Ugh. What it is, I put an incense stick on. It's too strong and it's choking me out. That's the problem. AJ now rolling through Shawn Michaels, but Shawn straight back up on the attack. AJ's got him though. And boom, into the Styles Clash, rolls him through. 1, 2, and 3. And AJ's got it out of nowhere. Michaels dominated the majority of this match, but AJ Styles with the Styles Clash able to finish it off. And that is a big, big maneuver. That surprises me, that. Or I'm really losing. I've got to have a little break before the next match because I can't talk properly at the moment. But yeah, incredible work. And AJ Styles out of nowhere able to lock in this Styles Clash. Obviously the damage done to the arms by Shawn Michaels wasn't enough. AJ still able to effectively hit the Styles Clash. And there was the 3 count. And AJ gets that all-important victory. Michaels sort of levels out now. Of course, he got the win yesterday. Loses the match here, so he's not really going to gain anything from this. But AJ does gain. AJ does gain a lot. I love the Jon Moxley entrance. I mean, they enter through the crowd, which is great. It makes perfect sense for Jon Moxley. However, the problem is that they've not sort of like scheduled it for different arenas. So basically, Jon Moxley just floated down some invisible stairs. It was quite fun to watch, actually. But here we go. Moxley versus Cactus Jack. Extreme Rules match. Obviously, no disqualifications, no countouts. Pinfalls and submissions, though, must take place inside the ring. And these two guys very qualified with weapons. I'm still not doing very well, am I? I thought I got rid of it, and now I can't breathe again. Mox bringing Cactus up. Big knee in the face. Another one. Another one. Mox in with a pin. Not enough. I need a 2 count. Was that a 2 count or a 1 count? Mox again. Big boot in the gut of Cactus. And another big boot right across the chest of Cactus. And Moxley heading up to the top. Moxley looking to fly. But Cactus is getting back to his feet, and Moxley's holding position. He's going to go and try, and he does. Drop that elbow right between the eyes of Cactus Jack. Of course, this is not the only Mick Foley match we'll have on these Dream matches. We will also have The Fiend versus Mankind a little bit later on in the week as well. Moxley Trying to run in with that running clothesline, but the referee got knocked out in that. But yeah, Cactus caught him, and now in with a nutbuster. Cactus now slamming the back of Moxley's head into the mat and slides to the outside. What's old Kaki looking for now then? He's got himself a table. Moxley's big, strong right hand in the gut, then into a backbreaker. Moxley now taking Cactus Jack up into the big pile driver. Looking at the strike, but Cactus fights back with a hard strike of his own. Now dragging Moxley along. But Moxley fighting back with the big elbows in the gut of Cactus Jack. Cactus fighting back now with the boot in the gut. And it's a real back and forth match, this one, really. Real back and forth match. Cactus now swinging that table. With the big strikes, but Cactus fighting back, and now Cactus has got him into that pile driver on the outside as well. But of course, pins only count inside the ring. So Cactus has to return Moxley. And will that take too long? Will that give Moxley the chance to recuperate? He goes in for the pin. He's taken quite some time. Was the pile driver enough? No, it wasn't. Like I said, it was very difficult when you spend so long between hitting that high impact move and going for the pin. You do just give the opportunity to your opponent just to recuperate, and that's exactly what happened there. Nice suplex by Mox, who now brings Cactus up and drops him with a forearm, in with another one. Running for him in the corner, then into the Bulldog. And Moxley looking to go and get himself a little bit of... oh, he's going to grab the table, is he? Nope, he's going to throw that on the floor. Then he's going to re-enter the ring. He's completely changed his idea there, I think. Boom, big spiked pile driver. The same one that Cactus hit Moxley with. Moxley catches Cactus, but he is able to go straight in for the pin, and it's straight in for the victory as well. Jon Moxley, big victory for him. Extra ranking point. That's going to go down well. Well, there we go. Big, big victory. That's a massive victory for Moxley, really. It's going to give him the extra ranking point. Of course, he is a former hardcore champion, but Moxley will be looking to do a lot more. He'll be hoping he can get himself in the SWE Championship picture at some point, and wins like this are definitely going to help him out. Well, there we go, Moxley with a win, and we are about to move on to our main event of the evening. It's going to be Roman Reigns versus The Rock. And here we go. Like I said, I think this is a match that we could definitely see happen. The Rock versus Roman Reigns. I think, is it a couple of years' time? I think I spoke about this already. A couple of years' time, we've got WrestleMania in Hollywood, and I feel like that will be the one where it will be more likely. But this is the rumour I've been hearing around the internet, and obviously we know that everything on the internet is true, so I can completely believe it all. Essentially, they finished the WrestleMania main event the way they did because they wanted to put over Roman as a super strong mega heel. Now, the reason they do that is to build up a potential massive match in the future. Now, what is the massive match? I've seen some people rumour towards a Brock Lesnar face return and doing Lesnar versus Reigns. Or I've seen some people suggest the match is going to be to build up The Rock versus Roman Reigns for next year's WrestleMania or the years after WrestleMania. So those are two things I've heard. Well, I've not heard them, I've read them. So yeah, you never know. One of those two things might be what's going to happen. And it's also pretty important in our universe mode as well to see who gets these points. Now, both of these guys are going to be involved in stables in the very near future. Of course, Roman, as you can see by having Paul Heyman at ringside, Roman is going to be part of the Bloodline alongside the Usos and potentially some others that we line up with them. And The Rock, well, The Rock was a member of the Nation of Domination, and I feel like that's something we could do again. I don't know, it's just weird. I just don't ever see... I mean, it's probably because I watched wrestling after the Nation of Domination had finished. So I never saw The Rock as part of them. Of course, his career took off on his singles run anyway, but he could be a big main eventer for them, or we could leave The Rock out of the Nation of Domination and use it to showcase somebody else. Maybe, I feel like with the current gimmick of Apollo Crews, that could work out for the Nation of Domination. He could be part of that as well. Maybe if I just go on Community Creations and look for Nation of Domination, people have created attires for them as... The Rock kicks out there from the Superman punch. It was very close to the 3 count, though, and Reigns is stalking The Rock, going for a very short spear, and he hits it. That could be enough for Reigns. He gets the 1, 2. Oh, The Rock kicks out again. Reigns now stamping on the arm of The Rock. And now raining down the strong left hands, and The Rock is really struggling here, holding on by a thread. Rock now tripping over Roman Reigns, and now brings Reigns back up, and Rock looking to lay it for SmackDown. Hits a spine buster, though. One of his signature maneuvers, that big spine buster, and here he goes. He's taken off the... His elbow pad just disappears. Okay. I'm sure one of the previous games he used to actually take it off and throw it into the crowd, but there we go. Obviously, they couldn't code that on this one. There's the People's Elbow. There's the pin for the 1, 2, and it's a kick out by Roman from the People's Elbow as well. Okay. Very tightly balanced match now, isn't it? Rock has hit a People's Elbow. Reigns has kicked out on the brink of 3. Reigns has hit the spear and the Superman punch, and The Rock has kicked out on the brink of 3. Reigns now striking in the gut of The Rock, but Rock catches him into the Dragon Screw. Rock now brings Reigns back up and drops him with a clothesline. There's a second clothesline, ducks underneath, in with a trifecta of clotheslines. Rock now bringing Reigns back up again. Another spine buster. Is he thinking another People's Elbow? He's going to go for the other elbow pad now, which mysteriously disappears. Springs off the rope and comes back. There it is, the big People's Elbow, the second one of the match. That could be enough for The Rock to get the victory for the 1, 2. Oh my God, it's only a 2 count. It's only a freaking 2 count. Although, to be honest, looking at stables and that, I'm talking about The Rock being part of the Nation of Domination. What if The Rock was part of this stable? I mean, heel Rock with that tattoo as well could work pretty nicely. The Rock and Roman Reigns tagging up in certain matches. This could actually be a decent shout, to be honest. I just don't see The Rock as... I don't see this Rock, anyway, as part of the Nation of Domination. But potentially this New Age bloodline could be a factor, you know. Throw Nia Jax in there as a female as well, of course. Another big Superman punch by Reigns. There's the pin. 2. It's only a 2 count still. This match is insane. Nobody wants to lose this one. And it is very important. It's a very high-rated match at the top of the rankings. There are good points up for grabs here. As Reigns once again in the corner. Stalking. And there's the spear. And surely this time the second spear will be enough to lay out The Rock. To lay him out. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Roman Reigns is victorious against The Rock. And that would be a very interesting way to put him over, wouldn't it? Very interesting race. So Roman Reigns was, what did I say he was? Like 27th. That point's going to put him up to +4, which technically puts him joint 21st. Yeah, so that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, great win there for Roman Reigns. As we move on. We don't move on because it's the end of the show, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. That's the main event. Of course, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Of course, if you have, make sure you hit the like and subscribe and the other good stuff. Tomorrow, 3 more matches. CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Chris Jericho versus Bret Hart. And Sting. It's Sting! Going up against The Undertaker. Good night, God bless, all the other good stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.